Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for being here. I am doing a thin paint straight pour in the colors that I used for the blowout that I did with the four corners of, well, technically three corners of different colors. So I have bronze, gold, red, white, and black. And I also scraped up the paint that was off my table, and I made this, it made this beautiful chocolate brown metallic color. So I thought that maybe that would go a little bit better with the color scheme instead of like just a lot of harsh black. My paints are a little bit thicker, so I'm hoping that I'm gonna get some crisp, clean lines. I'm ready to start. Let's paint. Okay, so I thought a little bit about how I want to layer these, and I do want the white to be in the bottom, so I am gonna put that in there. But I don't want, I'm gonna tap this cup just to get rid of those air bubbles. And I don't want the red and the white to go directly next to each other, so I think I'm going to do my metallic next. Then maybe this brown. I'm gonna pour the brown. It's got some air bubbles still in it. I'm gonna pour the brown down the side a little bit. Ooh, I hope that's not gonna take over the painting. Oh, geez. Okay, now my red. I'm gonna swirl that red in there. Now, my gold. I hope this doesn't just come out brown. I debated as well using this black, so I am gonna have a lot of air bubbles, I feel. Okay, I'm gonna put the tiniest bit of black. That's it. That's all. The rest of it will be this brown. Then I really want my red to be predominant. So I'm going to put the rest of the red in there. And then the rest of my gold. And I'll finish it off with the bronze. And then maybe, and then if I need to put any along the edges, I have a little bit of the brown left. I don't know how it's going to come out, but the color scheme just seemed really pretty for me for a thin paint straight pour, but there we go. It's started. I like moving it around a little bit. There comes my white coming out. I'm not getting a ton of reaction from the gold, but that's okay. And I am gonna have some air bubbles from this. So I'm gonna put the rest of my brown up on these sides. That is such a pretty color. And to think that came from my table. Putting that around there. This is just to help the paint kind of glide where it needs to go, so I don't have to stretch out the design too much if I don't want to. Wow, the cup is actually really pretty if you can see that. Okay, let me pop. Oh yeah, lots of air bubbles. I'm hoping that those will stretch out to give some interest, but we'll just have to see. Oh, and I wish I had kind of one more little, I really wish I had like a bright pop of red, and I don't know if I should maybe like come through it like this with the red and then swirl it on around. Let me see. I don't know if this messed that up or not. I guess we'll see. All right, let me get my gloves on and then I'll stretch this out. I think as well, this part right here, I feel like I want that to be softer. I guess this is a wrecked thin paint straight pour, you could say. All right, let's just see. I think that's gonna go over the side anyway. Let's just see how it turns out. All right, here we go. I'm gonna go up to this side first and over, down to this side, but I'm gonna try to keep this. I love this corner right here, so I'm gonna try to see if I can keep that. It made like a really pretty, oh, could I keep it? Could I keep it? Oh, this is so soft and beautiful. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. I love it. It's brown and I don't hate it. I love the composition of this one. Okay, let me fix up my sides and then I'll tell you what I like about it. Ooh, I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm happy. I am happy about so many parts of this. I love the composition of the gold line that's running up through here. There is just the tiniest bit of cells that are right through here. The brown and the red, I'm very glad I made the choice to use the brown color from my table instead of all black because it created just a very soft, cohesive feel, and it mixed with that red to almost give a burnt orange color. So I've got a little bit of the black lines throughout. I've got a little tiny swoop of white in the corner and up here, and then my big layer of gold through there. I am so happy with how this turned out. I'll show you what it looks like. I just love these thin paint straight pours because they give such just a soft, serene feel to them. And with the colors blending together like this, it's almost an analogous color palette where the colors are very similar on the wheel. Like the red next to the yellow, so the red and the gold. And then you mix those, you mix those a little bit with black and you'll get that brown color. It's very, very soothing to me. So there's the big strip of gold, like I said. There's the very subtle little cells that are in it. The red changed to that beautiful, like almost burnt orange. And that brown, I don't know if you can see it. Oh, I can't get it in the light. It is metallic. You can kind of see the shimmer right there. So I think this one's going to dry really nice. I will show you how it dries. Wow, this turned out way more soft and serene. And you know what? I thought I wouldn't like the colors, but whoo-wee. I love this color palette. It's got these chocolate tones to it from the table color that I had, the maroon, the tiny little bits of white that came through there, that river of gold. Let me get you back a little bit so the colors show up better. Those beautiful tiny little river of cells there. I mean, I think it's beautiful. Super soft, peaceful, not super bright red and like in your face, but I really like it. All right, hope you enjoyed this one. Switching up the colors again. Thanks for watching, everybody. Happy painting.